All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Can't wait. Heat season. Just so we're clear, nobody's more excited about this season started than me. I can't wait. I'm just mad at Bradley Beal for bringing up all this old stuff.
Wait, man, move on.
I can't.
Like you can. He's not on your team.
I'm a newsman.
You don't even play him. Not anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Move on.
He didn't move on.
Other things to. That's his problem.
He didn't move on, and now there's all this. Pat.
Listen, didn't you say that he's gonna go?
They are.
Win champion?
They are.
So
look, there's nothing.
So why? What does Bradley Beal?
I'm trying to get everybody in the.
What role does Bradley Beal play? None. So let's move on.
No.
You get so caught up in things, man. Let it go.
No.
Let it go.
No.
Why?
Because I have to.
He's not even playing basketball for anybody.
It must be addressed.
Let it go.
It must be addressed.
Let it go, Tobin.
I'm looking forward tonight to Heat basketball.
Then why are we talking about Bradley Beal?
Because he brought us up first.
He's not even playing basketball.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
you want a broke back?
Hmm?
He has a broke back, doesn't he?
Spinal.
Oh, my spinal.
Back alignment.
That's one of my favorite.
How's your
answers.
back not even working the preseason? What happened?
It's my spinal.
I don't know.
Look, I'm with you. I do, but I can't just ignore things. Like when things are out there in the ether, they have to be addressed as a mouthpiece for Heat Nation. People expect this from me.
I can't understand you.
You can't. It's the worst. Like,
but make no mistake, we're taking the East again.
You know what? Can I ask you a question? When you go to the game tonight and you see Pat Riley, do you bow to him like
of course.
Miyagi?
That's my guy.
No, because
that's my guy.
That is your semantic samurai sensei.
Look, when you told
right.
when you
3 S's.
when people were like
triple S.
When people were talking about carrying water over there, like listen, nobody's carrying more water for Pat Riley. I love Pat Riley.
Wait, so
I just don't understand.
We got Triple J and we got Triple S.
I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why he finds this need to like. I don't know. It just kind of felt like pandering to me, to the entire fan base. It's like, come on, guys, you're the Heat. You don't do this for them.
Look, it's no different than what you're doing right now.
How?
Because you're bringing up a guy that doesn't play for the Heat, and why should we care?
But
why should we care?
Because if they're going to react to it, I'm going to react to it. If they're going to go out there and be like, oh, it's because of no trade clause, not because of the money. It's like,
but
that's not even a good. That's not
the angle you took, though.
It's not the angle
you went at the Bradley Beal.
That's what I'm saying.
Why? Who cares?
Because he's the one who said, I thought I was going to go to Miami, and they were dragging their feet. Miami came out that week publicly and said, because we had concerns about the no trade clause.
Because you know why? Because their fan base thinks that
they're being cheap.
No, their fan base.
The fan base thinks they're being cheap.
Thought that they had 2 opportunities to improve their roster, and they failed on each one. So we understand what happened with Dame. It had nothing to do with the Heat. But it's the Beal thing and go, well, why couldn't we get Beal? So they just responded to it. But
that's a terrible reason to use. You should have just said because we were going after Dame.
So now you're coming up with the reasons that people will buy.
That's why you guys.
You know why? He's used all his Cronin excuses now. So now he's going to Beal. That's it. You're moving on to somebody.
I don't
to
understand
blame.
why you guys are so confused by this. Beal spoke this week about the Heat. He said he was disappointed he's not in Miami. The Heat's answer to that was because we were scared of the no trade clause, which is just basically verbal jujitsu for saying we were worried about his money, which is fine. You're allowed to be worried about his money.
Yes, you can be worried about his money. A guy making $60 million, you can't dump him.
Yeah, but you can't tell the fan base that you're worried about the money because they're going to call you cheapskates. So, as a mouthpiece for Heat Nation, and probably should be a consultant for the Heat, what you should have said was the reason we didn't go after Bradley Beal was we were worried. We were busy going after Damian Lillard.
Why are you all of a sudden? What do they call that person that speaks on behalf of the president?
Press secretary?
Press secretary.
Yeah.
Right. Why are you suddenly Heat press secretary? That's not what we want.
Because they haven't done a good job. They've done a bad job of it.
Fine. Nobody gives a rat's ass about Bradley Beal.
You're wrong.
They care more about why they couldn't get Dame.
They care about both now. But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
You think Bradley?
I will tell you, Leroy. This is the thing. If they would have if they would have said that. If they would have said that, oh, why didn't we go after Bradley Beal? We're going after Damian Lillard, baby. But instead, it makes it seem like, oh, you could have gone after Bradley Beal too. No, don't say that. Don't tell me that. Oh, Well, it was the no trade clause.
But the Bradley Beal stuff happened way before.
It wasn't way before.
No? Okay.
It wasn't way before.
But they certainly stopped talking about Bradley Beal when Dame Dollar came in the mix,
I
right?
didn't even think about Bradley because
Okay,
I thought we were getting Dame Dollar, baby.
Okay.
But
So
it's-
the Heat are making it sound like if they didn't have that no trade clause, they would have never been in the mix for Dame Dollar because they would have had Bradley Beal.
exactly.
I got you.
And that's why I'm like, why are you making it sound like you guys were going to do this for him? I get it. Bradley Beal, he's been tied to the Miami Heat. You're right. We've been talking about the Bradley Beal.
You have.
Fine. I have been talking about the Bradley Beal, although I did get off that ship this year.
Okay.
Heat fans have been talking about Bradley Beal for a long time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then a better whale came along and we fumbled the bag on that for whatever reason. For whatever reason. He's not here. He's in Milwaukee. He's not here.
So let's talk about who's here. That's my whole thing.
Okay, that's fine. We'll get there.
Eventually, if you
We'll get
let
there.
it go.
But it's not my fault Bradley Beal brought it up. Because this guy, once again, this is why I never wanted him on the Heat in the first place.
You have unnecessary salt.
No, I don't.
Your sodium is high for all the wrong reasons.
Well, listen.
Right? You
the
ain't
reason-
even been eating chips or nothing. You ain't been perspiring.
I would love to go into tonight just talking about the beautiful debut of Jaime Jaquez and that hair, because I love this kid. And his footwork. My God. Mwah. But this Bradley Beal, it's not enough that he's already gotten what he said his second choice. All right. You're playing with Kevin Durant. But now he needs to tell the fan base that he was always flirting with that, by the way, I always wanted to end up with you. And it's like, you know what, dude? Mind your business. He should have minded his business. And then for the Heat to say, oh, it was because of the no trade clause, when it wasn't the no trade clause.
Uh-oh.
What?
Here's your doppelganger.
No, you're not going to get to do that.
Jerry Jones.
Okay. You're not doing that right now.
49ers can be had.
You're not going to be distracted by Get Up right now. You're not doing that.
I just said,
that's very rude. That's very
it's not
rude.
rude. I don't want to
That's
be
very
rude.
rude.
I don't want to
It's
be
very
rude.
rude.
I'm sorry. Can we move on?
I will. Let me wrap this up. The point is,
Why? Okay, so to your point, why didn't you say no?
I will not say the word.
Why didn't you just say no?
I will just say the word.
Why just say no?
Say no to what?
That we ain't moving on because you said, "Oh, just let me finish." that means no.
You're not going to talk about Jerry Jones right now.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Bradley Beal, I just want to make a couple points. Okay, to end this for the show and for all time, because I'm not going to bring it up again. I'm not going to bring it up again.
Okay.
For all time,
Can we
just
put
so we're
something
clear.
on this
Hmm?
that you won't mention Bradley Beal ever again?
Unless they're playing them. And I'm going to call him a coward. But just for all time, let me just say, Bradley Beal, from the start of last year, never wanted him. Second of all, dude,
what?
You spent the entire time flirting with the Heat. You're on the Suns now. Mind your business. For 3, Miami Heat, stop acting like you were going to go after him this summer. You weren't. It wasn't no trade clause. It wasn't money. You're going after Damian Lillard, okay? Heat Nation, you don't have both of them. I understand the frustration in that because you want shiny new stuff. Ergo,
I wonder where to get that from.
I don't know.
Who else likes shiny?
The mouthpiece of the Heat fans. The mouthpiece of the Heat fans.
But to end this,
Spokesman.
Spokesperson.
but to end this, it's time to move on. It's time to grow up because we're all going to change here, Heat Nation.
I just asked you to move on for 25 minutes.
I'm trying to do that.
I'm holding you up.
Yeah, you are. I want to round to home. You're like, no, stop at third, get a lead. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hey, 560, you're on the air. What's your name? Hey, you're on the air. What's your name? Hey, Moose.
Wait a minute. This is not about Leroy. This is about
How
Tobin.
did it turn out? Did he send a text?
We back, baby. Yep. That's right. Yes. Tell him, Moose. Look, to land the plane on this. He's right. Tyler Hero.
Can I just tell you, the way you land in this plane, you're going to be in the next episode of Mayday Air Disaster.
To land the plane on this.
You're like Denzel in flight right now.
Just to land the plane on this. To land the plane on this. One,
Okay,
Denzel. Bradley Beal, Keep our name out your mouth, okay? Stop talking about us.
Oh, he went Will Smith
okay?
on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 2, Damian Lillard, you didn't have the guts to stick it out and be a villain, okay? So enjoy Milwaukee. You'll lose in 5. For 3, Pat, stop saying that you were never shopping Tyler Hero. That's a lie, okay? For 4, I love you. And for 5, go Heat.
Oh, you were the worst. You were the worst.
560, you're on the air. What's your name? Whoa, where is he?
He's just passing Mars.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, you're on the air. What's your name?
On his way to the sun.
Leroy. We never wanted him.
Never did. Never did.
He can keep his $60 million in his no trade clause. We never wanted him.
Bum. The Wizards. You know the only thing that Bradley Beal's ever won? Money from the Wizards.
That's
Tricked him.
good.
Tricked them.
That's always good.
Tricked them. Yeah, it's good. It's good. But never wanted them.
Okay. We come back for hour 2.
Mhm.
We're done with this.
We're done
we're
with
not
this.
done. You know we're not.
I'm not talking about it anymore.
until
So what do we have here?
All I want to
No. There needs to be some type of penalty because you lie.
I don't lie.
So you're saying right now,
-1
on air,
Yeah.
for Sass.
that you would never mention the name Bradley Beal again.
Unless they're playing games.
They're playing.
Unless they're
no,
playing games.
No.
Against
wait,
the Heat.
wait.
Against the Heat.
wait,
Against
unless
the
they're
Heat.
playing games against the Heat.
Unless they're playing the Heat.
Again, because
So now-
he said that before.
Unless they're playing games
All
against the
right,
Heat.
But
So-
this time he tried to
Like,
say,
no. For example,
unless they're playing games.
Games, I know that.
right. For example, if we play the Suns in the finals, which I predicted yesterday,
Oh yeah.
I will bring up that I never wanted you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Unless
They-
they're opponents.
They play twice a year.
Yeah,
right?
unless they're opponents.
Okay, what if,
Unless they're opponents.
Unless-
we
what if
can-
it's a
unless they're
game he's
opponents.
hurt? What if it's a game he's hurt and he doesn't
if
play
he
against
does
the
not play,
If
his
he's
name's
hurt,
out your
Won't mention
mouth.
it.
You
Won't
can't
mention
say
it.
you
Won't
can't
mention
even
it.
say Bradley
Won't
Beal,
mention
he's hurt, and then
He
take
can't
won't
shots
mention
at
it.
him.
I swear to God, I won't mention it.
He can't even say what a straight
I'm ready
face.
to-
He can't
I'm
because
ready
you
to
know
move
he's
on.
gonna take a shot. If he misses
Wait.
a game, he's gonna be
Jay
like,
Fix. All right, Jay Fix got it. If I do it, automatic bid to the dartboard of doom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If I
Yes.
mention him,
Yes.
no shot at him, no shot being injured.
I will not mention
No. Look.
Bradley
Put
Beal.
put the katanas away.
Yeah,
because you know you
I'm not gonna do it. Swear to God, I'm not going to mention.
For a guy who can't say transition, he certainly works his way
I
around.
swear to
the
God.
He's
English
looking for
language.
any loophole
Yeah,
right
I'm not
now.
looking for loopholes.
You are looping.
I got to talk about the game. If I, that's it. But I just want to be clear. Okay, I didn't
And
want.
wait. And this includes
Hmm?
your weekly visits to Heat Weekly. If I turn on and hear you say
Yeah, you
Bradley
can't talk
Beal,
trash
you
to him
I,
every
can't
won't. I
time.
would never
Okay.
talk about that. I'm not even worried about that. But
Okay.
just so we're clear,
Okay.
I will not mention, which I didn't even want to mention Bradley Beal. Just so we're clear.
You spent an hour on him.
I know, but it's his fault. He brought it up. And then the Heat, they entertained his nonsense. See, I think I'm mostly upset that the Heat entertained his nonsense.
You called your boss a liar. That's what you calling him.
It's because it's malarkey. I mean, like, dude, listen to this quote from him. Okay. I mean, this is art. This is why Pat Riley's the best, but also it's a lie.
You know why Tobin's offended? He couldn't come up with some.
This is what Pat Riley
some
said
mastery
on
like
Tyler
this.
Hero. He told this to Tim Reynolds. Okay. Quote, we never shopped him and had no interest in ever trading the guy. But when you're talking about acquiring one of the top 5 players in the league, there isn't anybody on our team that won't be discussed. Oh, what? It's art. That's semantic samurai. That's great. Anyway, I didn't even want to talk about Bradley Beal. Okay.
So you're like Spo to Riley when it comes to semantic samurai.
-1.
right?
Yes.
You're his
A
understudy.
little bit.
But you need to start watching game film because you suck at it.
I disagree with that. The point is, I didn't even want to mention.
We'll see because you know this Bradley Beal thing is coming, right?
Bro, it's
coming.
bothering
It's not coming.
him.
It's
It
not-
is so
No,
bothering
what bothered
him
me,
right now.
this is what bothered me. Okay. I'll tell you what bothered me, and then I'm never talking about Bradley
Toby,
Beal.
just admit it. You're upset that 2 orcas
Mhm.
said they wanted to swim in Miami. They wanted to
Yeah.
swim in the shores of
Mhm.
Miami,
Mhm.
Kaseya Center.
Mhm.
And you're seeing that maybe the Godfather, something happened with the executives, something happened with the Heat, that they weren't able to land these 2 orcas.
Yes.
And these 2 orcas continuously say they wanted to land in Miami.
That hurts. It does hurt,
So
Vlad. I'm
that
not going to
is
say it
what's
doesn't
bothering-
hurt.
And then so
But-
when you hear that,
but-
and then Riley's saying what he's saying,
Right.
it bothers you.
What bothers me about what Pat is doing is Pat is trying to do damage control in the wrong way. Okay. What he should have said was, why didn't we go after Bradley Beal? Because we were going after a better Orca. That's why. We didn't get him, but that's who we wanted. And instead, they're trying to make it seem like, because basically Bradley Beal's telling you, I would have accepted a trade to Miami in 3 seconds. And so you basically said, we didn't take your sure thing because he's too expensive. That's fine. But instead, it's like, we didn't get the sure thing, and we didn't get the thing we were going after. So now we're left here holding nothing.
How about those those whales who are going to be expensive regardless?
Everybody's expensive in the NBA.
Okay, then. So then
Everybody's expensive in the
Not
NBA.
that expensive.
not that expensive, right? So then, therefore, maybe
You ain't got
Riley's-
nobody making within 10 million of them.
Jimmy is.
Not
Jimmy's-
yet.
He
Jimmy's
will
what,
be.
35,
And
maybe?
they don't make that
Wait,
for a couple
Jimmy-
years either.
Okay.
They don't make that for a couple of years either.
Okay.
And Bam's going to be making that every year for the next 4 years next year.
Right.
You know? So my point is, I'm not talking about Bradley Beal anymore. I didn't even want to talk about Bradley Beal. He won't stop bringing us up. And then I don't want the Heat to even entertain Bradley Beal and his nonsense because they're falling for it, which is what we see. See, here's the thing with Pat, right? Pat's only been dealing with this Bradley Beal flirtation for like 4 months. And now this latest public thing. I've been dealing with Bradley Beal's antics for 4 years. Okay. Pat, this is what he's been doing the entire time if you've been on Twitter. Okay.
You've been all warm and fuzzy about Bradley Beal for 4 years.
No, not this last year. I was tired of his nonsense.
Okay. Fine.
BS.
No, it's not.
That is.
It-
Wait a minute. Once free agency started, and you started hearing rumors that Bradley Beal wanted to get traded, he was waiving a no trade clause. You were like, "Oh, Leroy, I was there with you."
I don't think you were.
Yeah,
I don't think-
Leroy.
Find the tape.
Here we go.
Find the tape.
Leroy.
Here we go.
Find the tape.
Leroy, that first week,
Nope.
he was all about Bradley Beal.
Find the
Then when
tape.
Bradley Beal got traded to Phoenix, you were like, I don't even want him.
I
didn't want him after
I
that.
didn't want him because we were getting Dame, but we didn't get Dame. And that's why I'm sad.
Why don't you just that's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
But here's the thing. I'm more just so this is the thing with Heat Nation, and I really want to move on from this. Are you upset you didn't get Damian Lillard? Completely reasonable thing to be upset about. We all thought we were getting Damian Lillard. But I'm not going to get extra mad that we didn't get Bradley Beal because the whole reason we didn't get Bradley Beal is because we were trying to get Damian Lillard. Okay? Stop telling me, oh, no trade clause. What? One team. But you want to know something, dude? Doesn't even matter because that Suns thing, going to beat him in the finals. The Bucks, going to beat him in the Eastern Conference Finals because we got Jaime Jaquez.
That's your dream, isn't it?
Oh.
ECF beat the Bucks and then beat the
There's
Suns
not-
in the finals.
Listen, there's nothing like a petty win in a playoff series. Nothing. No, you know this. Okay? You know this. There's nothing like a petty playoff win.
I know.
There's nothing like it. It's almost better than a championship.
Sometimes
Like the Heat haven't won championships, but beating the Celtics is almost as good because F Boston. F Boston. But I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Stop looking at me like that.
I'm just,
So herefore,
we've known each other for a long time. We've eaten many meals together, taken trips
Yeah.
together, and you look me right in the eye and lie.
I'm not lying to
I'm
you.
offended.
I swear to God. Here, look at me. Look at me in the eye.
Hold up the other hand. That's not the hand you hold up and put on the Bible. There you go.
You can't see it on camera though.
Move over. Look at these people.
Brendan Tobin,
Your fingers crossed.
henceforth, promise to not mention Bradley Beal to the Heat anymore,
No. Here, notice first caveat.
or Bradley Beal,
Bradley Beal to the Heat.
or Bradley Beal,
Okay.
unless the Heat are playing the Suns.
Okay.
If I do,
Dartboard to do.
automatic throw at the dartboard of doom.
And he has to be playing.
Agreed.
Okay.
If he's hurt, you can't take shots. Oh, thank God we didn't get this injured or anything like that. No shots. He has to be
Agreed.
playing.
Agreed.
Okay.
Right.
No more talking about Bradley Beal from old Tobes.
Mm-hmm.
It is fourth dead
I give
in
it,
my mind.
I give it a week.
Nope, not going to do it.
You can't resist.
I give it
Oh.
10 minutes.
Nope. I will not talk about Bradley
Oh,
Beal
you
for the rest of
think-
the show.
He's gonna wait.
I will not
He
talk about him
doesn't-
for the rest of time.
I gave you a week.
I will not talk
He
about
says
Bradley
you
Beal.
won't make it till the end of the show.
I will not talk about Bradley Beal.
Our Tua, Bradley Beal.
Swear to God. Swear to God. I'm
Okay.
done. Henceforth, automatic punishment throwing at the dartboard of doom
Okay.
if I break this promise. So help me God. Riley be with you.
Okay. Got you.
Howard Tua is next.